Hello everyone, good morning. Britt and Chris Carmichael here, bringing you the Elevated Life series where we teach you simple mindset shifts to create radical transformation in your life. It all begins within. And today's topic is something that Chris and I have been wanting to share with you guys for a while. So I'm so glad that the day has arrived that we're ready to share with you. So we're going to talk about the 5 ways to be VIP anywhere you go. And we're going to show your ego why it's not what you think it is. VIP isn't all about me, me, me. It's about being of service and playing the long game. And we can't wait to dive in to the 5 things that you can do to be VIP.
Yeah, this is one of those things, a lot of people think that being VIP means that you have to be a celebrity or you have to be at a certain status, I guess, in life, or something like that. But it's not true. It's really just how you interact with the world. And what you'll end up finding out if you take these tips and put them into practice is that people actually want to help you and want to benefit you and push you forward in life. I know sometimes that seems strange, but if you adapt these ideas, then it's really amazing when people open up and opportunities open up that really they weren't there before. And it's really because you weren't using these principles.
Yeah, so today we are so excited to share with you the 5 ways to be VIP. Our animals are on a high today, so just enjoy them.
Yeah, they're loving life. It's Friday.
You can't control them, just celebrate. So we'll just take a moment to say hello to everyone who's here. Good morning, Lorraine. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Brandy. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us live. This is going to be such a fun topic because it's a little bit more lighthearted. We're not getting so serious today. So get your party pants on, and we're going to dive into the 5 ways that you can be VIP. Good morning, Mom.
That's awesome.
All right, so the first one is don't criticize, blame, complain. Don't be that guy. Don't be that person that everyone looks at and is like, oh, I just wish they would calm down and quiet down.
Yeah, just think for a minute. When you think about the people that you love being around, the people where you're like, man, I can't wait to see them again, where you really find yourself missing them, where you're like, I need more of them in my life. It's because they don't sit around you and complain about all of their problems. And they may talk about things, but you'll notice that some people only talk about...
To understand.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So you can talk about your problems to understand, learn, and grow from using someone else's perspective, or you're just dumping your emotional baggage on them, and that just doesn't feel good for anybody.
You don't like hanging out with those people. So the first thing is, and even not just with your friends, but this is when you go out everywhere. This is when you're at the grocery store and the lady behind the register is like, hey, how's your day going? You're like, well, it's not that great. Who cares? This is not about you. This is about going out and being good and
being of service to
being
other
the
people.
light. And that starts opening up new doors. If you're just if you engage the conversation first, and rather than waiting for the person to ask you how your day's going and making it about you, ask them, be like, hey, how's it going? Are you enjoying yourself today? Just ask them hey, what are you doing this weekend? Do you have anything cool going on?
Yeah, stop waiting for the other person to engage and be the light. Be the one that says hello. Be the one that says, and we're playing dumb. We're waiting for other people. We can see it on their face. We can read their energy and see, ooh, they're not having the best day. Why don't I be the light? Why don't I help to inspire that person in that moment to smile and to just lighten their load for just a moment? And you never know, you might have the ability to change someone's entire life. You've heard so many stories of people that were going to commit suicide that day, and someone said something to them, someone complimented them, someone inspired them, someone just paid attention and listened for one moment, and they chose to live life. They chose to think again and to choose love this time. Yeah,
so this goes right into the second part, and that is to take a genuine interest in other people. Again, it can be about you inside your head, but as soon as you go out and start to affect the world, it has to be about them. And you start showing up giving service. So you're asking people about their stuff. And the really big idea to get here is that, for the most part, everyone has something that you need to know. I always look at things like that. I think even my best friends, even people, I don't really have enemies, but even people who would be my enemies, I always think they have something that I need to know. They have a way to affect my life in a way that can improve it, and I can help improve theirs. And so I'm going to take a genuine interest in what they are, what their situation is, and what they're doing, and I'm going to help build that up. And so when you start to do that, everyone's just man, I love seeing this person in my life.
I sure
love
do
being
feel
around
good
them.
when I'm around
Yeah.
them. You know, here's the way people are like, well, how do you even do that? So the way that I started practicing that, it becomes authentic and genuine after you get used to being nice to people, right? So just find something that's unique to them that you genuinely, authentically enjoy and compliment them on it. The first thing I do when I greet someone is I find something that inspires me about them. Like, oh, that's a beautiful necklace. Or I can tell when people put things on with intention, whether it be a piece of jewelry or the way they styled their hair or the lipstick that they chose, there was intention behind it. And if you pay attention, you can see that. You'll notice it. So notice that beautiful thing that shines a little extra sparkly about that person. Compliment them on it. It may be, hey, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for giving me your time, or thanks for listening, or anything. So pay them a compliment, and it opens the door to rapport, literally. I mean, and it just feels so much better. And law of reciprocity says they'll probably give you a compliment back. So whatever you're trying to, if your mentality is VIP, what can you give to me? If you switch it to VIP as what can I do for you? Because law of reciprocity says it always comes back. So how can we go out and be of service, knowing that without the intention being that it comes back to you, but knowing that that's just how it is. It feels so much better to fulfill and receive in that full circle way versus let me go take.
Yeah, and you know, the big part here is that it doesn't always have to be a monetary gift. I mean, it can be. That's always a great way, you know, to give gifts and to show appreciation and stuff. And that's one of the big steps. You have to praise and appreciate people. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah, that's the third step to being VIP is give that compliment, praise and appreciate. I just want to say, Mom says I love being around you too. Well, we love being around you, Mom. You are the light, and you inspire me every day to be kind because I wasn't always. So I just want to say hello to my longtime friend Jordan, who's joining us live. Thank you so much for everyone who's being here. This is beautiful.
Yeah, and the important thing about this is this was a major shift for us. This was not something that this is not something that we've been doing our entire lives.
No, it took practice. I mean,
yeah, because you know,
for sure.
it definitely, we have the idea a lot of times
well,
that
we weren't nice to ourselves, and in return, we weren't nice to other people. When you judge yourself, you judge others, and so when you're around people and they're judging other people, then you automatically know that's how they feel about themselves. So give a little bit of compassion and kindness. Show them that there is a higher way, and it feels better to love yourself.
Yeah, and really what you're doing in this whole process here is getting out of your own head and noticing people. And you know, people are amazing. A lot of people have a lot of amazing qualities and they can do really incredible things. The issue is that they don't really have a platform to show people that amazing side. So what you're doing is giving people an opportunity to live up to their best and to live up to their potential. So when you're praising and appreciating them, and this is everybody, this is the mailman. You know, we go up to the mailman sometimes. If I see him, I say, hey man, I really appreciate you. You know, thanks so much for like always showing up on the crappy days. And
thanks for carrying the 40-pound litter to our door every 2 weeks. And you know he doesn't like it, so we are extra nice. We give him gift cards every Christmas.
Yeah, so few people are appreciated, you know, where someone just literally pays them a compliment without expecting anything. I don't expect the mailman to deliver us anything new. You know, he's got to do his job anyway. So I give him something despite the fact that like he's not necessarily going to give me exactly something back, but he is, because you know, there's so much reciprocity, and what you end up realizing is the more you pay compliments to the world, the more you're able to like accept them from others. And so like it kind of becomes this full circle thing, and you're always perpetuating these really good thoughts and really good feelings to everyone you meet. And people are like, you know, I don't know how to change my life. I'm in a rut. You know, get out and serve people. Like get out of your own head, stop doing self-analysis, and genuinely listen. Like that's the fourth step, is to be a good listener. Take interest and encourage people to talk about themselves. Mm-hmm. Like you will never learn anything by talking. You only learn by listening.
Ooh,
and so
that's a good quote.
the more often you can listen to people and ask them, what are they passionate about? Don't let them take you down some sort of crap story unless it's funny. Like you need to be in a space where you can be like, hey, you know, let me kind of pick your brain for a minute. If you see somebody with like a specific shirt on that may be like a martial art, let's say, or they're into a specific band or whatever it might be, say, hey, like, I love your shirt, and you'll get into a conversation. You start learning all these things, and then...
Yeah, did you know ducks can fly 40 miles an hour? We learned that talking to someone at Costco.
Yeah, you walk into the most, you know, random conversations, and you start building up this extra knowledge in all these different things that you never knew about, and you were never going to. Like, people introduce you to the most amazing stuff. And if you don't have anything to ask somebody, ask them about travel. Like if you're around people, ask them about travel and ask them about food. And then again, what they're passionate about. Like those three things, everybody's got an opinion on.
Yeah,
like,
not where are you from, what do you do?
Yeah, who cares about
Everyone
that
has
stuff?
a canned answer, and they don't open up to who they really are. It's their mask that they're so used to wearing. And when you pay attention, listen, and compliment people, they take off the mask and show you who they really are. And the people that you just love being around are the ones that are unmasked. So be that person. Be the first person to say hello. Be the first person to smile and say, have a good day. It feels better to you and to them. When I pass people with their head down, you know, I don't judge them. I just send them love. And maybe sometimes I do it internally, but the acknowledgement and intention is there. It doesn't always have to be out loud because it might be at an inappropriate time or whatever. So just acknowledge them. Look at them. You know, when you pass by a hospital, acknowledge the hospital. Like, there are people that are not going to wake up today when you drive by that place. So acknowledge that. Send love and light to these people. Like, you know, stop living in your own lane and look around and see that everyone else is struggling to find this love and this appreciation. So the final step, and this is the most important step in the long run, because it's all about playing the long game. So when we say step 5 is playing the long game, I'm going to give you an example of how we learned this by accident. We eat a specific way, so there aren't very many restaurants that we can go to, so we frequent the same place often. And what we do is we do step 1 through 4. We're nice, we compliment, we're genuine, we listen, we appreciate, and we do this over and over and over again. Every time you show up, you never say, oh gosh, why is this taking so long? You know, never complain to them. I mean, obviously if there's a problem, you would say something, but always be kind and be nice and listening, and over time they remember you, and then they remember your order, and then they give you extra stuff, and then they don't charge you at all, and it's a beautiful thing. So begin to play the long game by knowing that you frequent some of these places often, like your work or places that you eat at or whatever it may be. Be kind and play the long game. Stop thinking you need to be VIP the second you walk through the door. That's like I don't know, that's the vibe. I can't even describe it. It's just uncomfortable. But when you come in and you're of service, you're kind, and you play the long game knowing you're going to show up at this place over and over again, people are going to remember you, and they're going to remember your kindness. You know, people remember you if you're an asshole, and people remember you if you're kind. So you get to choose. Yeah, definitely. And, you know, again, this opens up so many opportunities, and it's way easier to do than you think. Everywhere you go, you ought to be talking to people. You know, you got to come out, you got to be social and be that light again. You know, you don't have to be super happy and smiley all the time. You know, like that person's like, yay, everything's great, yay. That's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about engaging, just being a normal person. Don't compliment a person on things that you wouldn't compliment about. It needs to come across as like, this matters to me and you matter to me. And when you start doing that a lot, like Britt said, like, you know, you get free stuff, you get opportunities to go to things that aren't open to the public, you know, you get grand openings that, you know, really don't exist. You get to go to movies that, you know, aren't out yet. And it's just like, what is going on? And it's just because you showed up and you just weren't an asshole. You know, you just got to go out there and be like, hey, look. Be nice. Yeah, be a kind person. Mom says, do unto others. It's and so true. I literally have that tattooed on my thigh. And I'll tell you, I got this tattoo before I started the nice game. And I remember being resistant to the words, do unto others. But that was the piece of art. That was what I wanted. And I didn't want to change it. That's how it came. And now I'm so thankful that despite my resistance, so if you feel resistance towards being kind or being of service or giving or opening your heart and being vulnerable and authentic, then it's just a sign that needs healing. I needed to heal that space and the fears and the protections and anger barriers that I had around my heart to be able to do unto others. It's when you are free and clear of all that pain that you've been holding around inside of yourself that you can do that for others. Jordan says, it was meant to be. It totally was. I mean, literally, I was so resistant. There's so many symbolic things in this tattoo that I had no idea that were so representative to what life was trying to teach me. Jennifer says, so inspiring, thanks. I'm going to start doing tomorrow. Girlfriend, don't wait till tomorrow. Do it right now. You can be kind right now. Even if it's if you're in a different part of the world and it's nighttime, like go be nice to someone in your home. Be nice to yourself. Just start that intention and that feeling right in this moment. Yeah, just think about this, like
these things don't just apply to outer experiences, you know, like we said, getting things from different people. This applies to the person who you're in love with, or, you know, a person who you might end up being in love with. And like, treat them VIP. It's the same situation. Mm-hmm. And then when you really want to extend it, when you want to get the super advanced stuff, it's to yourself. You know, be VIP to yourself. Mm-hmm. Stop criticizing yourself. Just compliment. Just push yourself forward. And when you do that, you start looking at life in a totally different way. And when you walk outside, it's almost like the sun's always shining, because you've always got that good internal dialogue. And then you're sending it out to other people. And because you send it out to other people are giving it back to you. And you hear other people talk about the world and they say, oh, you know, this sucks and that sucks. You're like, where? It's awesome everywhere that I am. And it's just like, it's that way because like, that's the easier way to be. That's an easier way to live life. And even if you never get anything out of it, if you never get a cool opportunity, if no one ever shares a thing back, you're still doing it. It
still feels good.
Nourishing. Yeah.
Yeah. To yourself. Take responsibility and give it to yourself. Anne says her card this morning said, this is a good time to free your generous spirit.
There you go.
Yes. A friend, sorry guys. A friend once gave me a quote card that said, oh crap, now that I want to tell you, I've forgotten. Put me on the spot. Give in, shoot. Oh, that's good. I can't think of it. Something about giving in untold way, being generous and giving, you'll receive in untold ways. Holy smokes, I'll have to put it in the comments. Literally, when you want to put your brain on the spot, it will be like, nope, So I'll have to relax into that one. Anyway, I'll leave it in the comments for you. So today's topic is all about making VIP, not about me, but about how can I be of service to others? How can I be the light? Give the light, spread the light, right? So go be the light. Don't wait until tomorrow. Change today. You have the opportunity to choose again, and you can choose to be kind to yourself and to others, and it just feels so much better. So let me know what comes up for you this week. You go be nice and see what goodness from untold ways come your way. And let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for joining us here. It is a beautiful day to celebrate. Know that you are VIP, and so is everyone else. So give them the opportunity to shine. Listen to them, pay attention, because when you give that to others, others will give that to you.
Boom.
Woo!
Beautiful. Happy Friday, everybody. Yeah, I love that.
Mom says, welcome to my world.
Get it, girl.
Mom, you're amazing. I love you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here for the Elevated Life series every Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. We love hearing from you, so leave your questions or comments, thoughts and ideas, amazing synchronicities and miracles that are happening in your life. We want to hear about you guys. We want to listen. We care.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys next Friday for the Elevated Life series, and leave your topics that you would like us to cover below as well. We love hearing from you.
Love you guys.
Bye.